I was up here, I want to say Tuesday, and they didn't have their table full, so they just got a new shipment of plants. So we're going to look at these beautiful plants right here. I know that the sun is super bright right now, and this is the name of this plant for $4.98. And I just love the color of the flowers. And then they also have some purple ones. I'm trying not to stand in front of it because of the sun is super, super hot in this beam. So you have some purple ones here. And off of the distance, you have yellow and purple ones. Here is a 6-pack of violas. They are annuals. They don't come back. You need full sun for it. It is for $5.98. This is how it looks. So when you pot it in the planters, like maybe the Memorial Day weekend, you take them out and just put them in the ground. The height size is 6 and 8 inches. The space you need is 4 to 12. So this is an interesting one with the violas. It got some other things mixed in here, so you get a bonus plant with this one. You get bonuses. I like this. It's cute. And like I said, this is $5.98 for 6. Here goes some more violas. These are cute. So they basically mix different colors in the 6 cells. These are cute. If you don't have like a planter to plant flowers in, those do have containers where it's already made. You just pop it on your porch. And these wicker baskets for $14.98. It's gorgeous. Like a rose. This is how it looks when it first starts to spread, and once it's faded, this is how it looks. Still keep color throughout the season. These are cool season plants. Look at the leaf. You could probably pop this in the ground when spring is done and put it in a shaded location so it can come back in the fall. You see the name of this annual combo. This how it looks when it's mature. So it's different flowers in this one for $14.98. Here's another pot that you can just pop on the porch on viola annuals, and they have different types of cool season plants in here. This is how it looks when it matures. $14.98. I love the Asiatic lilies. They are the most easiest plants to grow in your yard. This one is for $4.98. It's called Tiny Dino, and it's orange. The height is 18-24. You need the space of 18 inches. Water when it's dry. Hardy zone is 40. It blooms early mid-summer, and it will be orange blooms. You have to leave the leaves up all season. If not, if you cut it when the flower die, you could possibly not get any flowers next year, or the plant might die, because what the leaves do is absorb the sun through the season. I'll wait until it turns brown before cutting back. It's the Asiatic lily, but this one is Tiny Pearl. It's pink. I have this color as well in the yard. And it's the same height. It's 12 by 24. The space you need is 12 by 14. Water when it's dry. Hardy zone is 40. And it blooms also early summer. Here is another Asiatic lily. This one is Tiny Rocket. What I like to look at when I pick out my lilies is to see if it have a lot of flower buds on it, which this one do. But it only have one bulb in it, but it has a lot of flower on the top. So I will pick something like this one to put in my backyard. The lily bulbs you need to put in full sun. Love sun. Cream rose. The height size is 6 by 10. Water when it's dry. Early spring bloomer. Space is 8. And hardy zone is 10. It's a partly sun pre-annual. And it has quite a few colors. This one is a blue one. Real pretty. Here go one that has a whole lot of leaves. So when I look at stuff, even though this is dying out, sometimes it might have other shoots in it. Or you can wait until this one is completely died back from the blooms, and they put this on a clearance for like 75% off. But I like to look for flowers that has a lot of flowers coming out, shoots coming out of it, and I'll pick that one. This is the cat turf snow cone. The height size is 4 to 6. The space is 6 by 8. Hardy is 4. It blooms in the late spring. I love these flowers. They are so pretty at night. When it's dark outside, all you see is the white, bright light. For $4.98, it's not a bad price. And these are full sun. You have to make sure you put them in full sun. The Creeping Phlox Purple Beauty. The height is 4'6", space is 1824. Water when it's dry, late spring to summer bloomer. That's how the foliage look like. I like to look for plants that's full because I know it will have a better chance to survive in my backyard. And this is also a full sun plant. Here is a palm grass. Normally the palm grass blooms in the summertime. This is how it looks in the spring. This is how the grass looks like when it starts blooming at the end of summer and fall. It's full sun, 1998. The height is 1524. Space is 46. And you need to water when it's dry. The hardiness is -0. And it's a late into summer fall bloomer. I don't have this one in my yard, but I have a different grass. Salvias are easy to take care of and hard to kill. I have quite a few of them in my yard. This one loves the sun. The height is between 24 to 36 inches. The space you need is 1824. The hardiness no zone is 20. It blooms early to late summer. So you will get 2 blooms. So once the blooms are finished, you cut it back a little, and then in the fall it resurges and blooms some more. Dianthus for $16.98. The height is 4'10", space is 10. Hardiness zone is 40 and blooms early spring to fall. This is how the flower look like. This is the one I have in my yard. Also, once it's finished blooming in the summertime, it fizzle out. Then what you do is you cut the flowers itself, and then it will re-bloom itself towards the late summer and the beginning of fall when it's get cool outside. So they had this kind. Then they also have this red. And the reason why I like this is because it looks like a rose. And it's for $16.98. Affordable Dianthus for $9.98 because those pots was bigger than these pots. These pots are 2.5 and the other ones are 3 gallons. And this how it looks. So on here the height is 4'10", space 10, and the hardiness zone is 40. This one bloom late spring to mid-fall. Like I said before, if you cut the flowers itself, it will rebloom towards the end of the summer into the fall, and it will last all the way into the first frost. Here is Wonderland Phlox for $9.98. The height is 12, the space is 15, 30, late spring to summer. If you cut these back, it will rebloom in the fall. I like this pretty color. It's real pretty. Here's some cheaper salvia for $8.98. The height is 10 through 3/6, so that's like 3 feet. Space is 10 to 24 feet. Hardy to zone 4, and it blooms late into the spring. This is so pretty. Don't have this in my yard, and it loves full sun. It's $8.98 and it's 2.5 gallons. It blooms early spring to summer. Height 6'10", space 8, hardiness zone is 20. And look at these yellow flowers. I think these is gorgeous. And I don't have this in my yard. I do have this one in my yard, planted last year, and it's coming back. And I like how it looked like grass, and it's cute. And this is the color of the flower. It's pretty. This is the name of it, and it likes full sun. It's in a 2.4 gallon pot. It's $8.98. Read the back, early to summer bloom, 8'10". The height is 8'10", space is 15, the hardiness zone is 30. But this too, if you cut back in the summer, the flowers, it will come back in the fall. This is a sedum. It should be an autumn pink sedum for $8.98 in a gallon, 2.5 quart. I love feel of this sedum. Look like a head of lettuce or cabbage, and I just love it. I like this gray swan. It's this height is 6 by 12, space 12, and it blooms to late spring. The hardiest is 20, and these are the bluest flower I see so far this year. This is how it looks. This is how it looks when there's no flowers on it, but this is how it looks when it's bloomed. I grew this last year, the stone crop, and I love it. I'm thinking about buying it again and putting it inside the ground instead of the pot. These are so pretty. I love this lime green color. So this is the stone crop. The space is 1624. Late spring to midsummer that it blooms, and its height is 16 by. The height is 6'10". I love the Tickle seeds. They are so pretty in the yard, and I do have this, the most cheerful, deep yellow flower in the yard that I have. It's not blooming right now, but I can't wait till it blooms because I love how this looks when it blooms. It's $8.98. It's in a 2.5 gallon container. Height is 6'8", space is 6'8". Hardy zone 30, early spring to summer. I love violas, and I'm not planting any this year. I am kind of thinking about doing it because so many I come past. This one is a Hello Lemon Frost. Height is 8'10", space is 12. The hardiness zone is 20, negative 20. It blooms from late spring to fall. So if you put it in a pot, you gotta pop it out before May 31st, and then put it in the ground in the shaded area, and then it will come back into the fall. Right here are columbines for $8.98, and the quart size is 2.5. And they are, I want to say, the pink columbines, because I had bought some last year, and it's coming back. Can't wait to see it. What I like about this flower is the yellow and pink flower. So pretty. Let me see, find one that's open. Oh, look at this. This is so gorgeous. I love the yellow throat and the pink outside. Columbine loves to be in the shade. The height is 9'11". Space is 10'12". Hardiness is 40. It blooms late spring through summer. And I just love this flower. These Hellebores are much cheaper than the ones I show you at Lowe's. These are for $14.98. But the leaves are just plain and green, and this is the Home Depot brand. Let's take a look and see how the flower look like. So this is how the flower look like. It matched the same color as the leaves. It's pretty. It's not a bad price for $14.98, but I will wait a couple more weeks, wait until it go on clearance, and then pick it up, because by then they'll have it like 50 to 75% off. So the Hellebore height is 12 by 18, space 12 by 18. The hardiness zone is 40. It blooms late winter to spring. So this is the first flower you see in the winter. Here is a fern, and it's for $9.98, and it's a 2.5 gallon pot. The height is 8 to 30. The space is 12, and the hardiness is 30. So it stays green throughout the season. Now, this one I have in my yard as well as my mom. It's the heucheras for $12.98 by Proven Winners. And I am in love. This stays sort of like this through the winter. Some of the leaves do die back. And the leaves that do die back, all you do is cut it. And then it will rejuvenate itself and be so productive through the spring till the hot months. Then it kind of fizzle out. And then it come back stronger towards the later of the summer. You do need to put this in the shade. It blooms. It blooms like the end of spring, the beginning of summer. So the height is short, is 6'8". The space you need is 20. The hardiness zone is 4 through 9, early summer. And then like part shade. So this needs to stay in the shade. You can't put this in the sun like this hosta here. You can't put in the sun. This is a Proven Winner Shadowland hosta. I have so many of them. You keep this in the shade. I do have quite a few hostas that's in the sun, but they've been there for 10 years and it seems like it doesn't bother them. And this how the leaf texture look like. I have so many hostas. I think I got about 25 hostas in this yard. The Proven Winner Shadowland hosta likes the shade. It's short, is 11-8. Space is 28. Hardy zone 3 through 9. Blooms in midsummer, and it needs a lot of shade. So what you will see is some blooms. It could be the purple or white flowers that comes out of this. Here are some more Home Depot hostas that's affordable for $4.98. I remember when I first bought my hostas 12 years ago, and I paid like $3 for them. 12 years, they are super huge, and where I could divide them and make plenty of plants. So I started off with these pots, and the height is 12.48, space is 12.48. It blooms early to mid-summer. The hardiest is zone 40. So you don't have to get a name brand hosta. You can get this, and you will have tons of plants to divide only for $4.98. So what you're looking at is the herbs that they have out in the parking lot. And these are the emerald green herbs. Let's see how much they cost and how fast they grow. Emerald green herbs, they are full sun plants. It's $59.98. The space you need is 24 to 36. The hardiness zone is -20. You water it 2 to 3 times per week until it's established. So if you're trying to block your neighbors from looking over your fence, I recommend these to plant so they won't be in your yard this summer. These are so pretty to go herbs. So let's see how tall it grow and what kind of herbs are these. The Alberta Green Giant. This one doesn't have a price on it. The care and maintenance for this plant is the space need 12. Hardiness is a zone 20. And you need maintenance moist soil. And it's a full sun plant. I don't see the price, so let me look for another tag that got a price on it. Price for this is $44.98. Here's another emerald green herb. It's a smaller size for $44.98. The gallon size is 3.78. It's smaller than the one that I first showed you that was $59. This one is more affordable. It grows really fast. Here's another affordable green arbor for $34.98. It's in the 2.7 container, and it will grow fast. You need a space between 24 to 36 inches. The hardiness zone is zone 20. I love art. Look at these peach trees. It's already showing their flowers. The peach tree is $39.98, and that's one to say it's in a 3.8 gallons. Look how pretty the flowers are. The peach tree needs full sun. The size is 15 by 25. Maturity is in summer. The space you need is 8 by 10. The hardiness zone is 20. This is a different peach tree, and the size is 25 feet. This is going to be a pretty big tree. So it matures in the summer. You need a space of 25. The hardiness zone is 30. This will be a huge peach tree. Look how the red dogwood tree looked once it's bloomed. 25 to 30 feet. It's deer resistance, which is good. It's easy to grow. Blooms mid to late spring. Space is 25. The hardiness is -20. This is going to be a huge boy for $39. Here's another kind of dogwood. I like this dogwood. I love the picture of the flowers. It's drought tolerant and winter interest. It will grow 20 to 25 feet. Early to late summer for the blooms. 25 inches in space or feet. -20. This plant is also $39. This is Jane for $39. It's deer resistant. The height is 10 feet by 15. It needs full sun, so it's a late spring bloomer. Space 15. The hardiness zone is 30. And here go how the buds look on this plant. Let's read what the tags say, how fast it grows. The river birch tree, partly sunny, great fall color. So this is how it looks when it's fully grown. Low maintenance. 30 to 40 feet. This is really, really tall. You need a space of 15. The hardiness is zone 30. Texture of the branches are pretty. This is a good winter asset plants to look at. When in the winter months, when you don't see any sun or anything, this is a good plant to put in the backyard. Here go another tree, part sun, black gum, great fall color, easy to grow. The height is 30 to 40 feet. So the space, 20 to 30 feet. Hardiness is 30. The trunks, you can see, it's begin to show the buds on the tree. Red maple. I have this tree in front of my house. It grows from anywhere to 40 to 60 feet. It's a great fall color. I love when the tree turns to this color. It's so pretty in the fall. It's like on fire. The space is 40 feet. The hardiness low is a zone 30. So this is how it looks. Next to it is I want to say a sycamore. So let's read how tall and wide it gets. This is the name of this tree. It gets full sun. It's a winter interest, which is good. That's how it looks when it matures. Hardiness zone is 30. You want to water 2 to 3 times a week. We have a Honeycrisp apples over here for $39. So let's see how tall it gets. So the apple Honeycrisp is a full sun tree. It gets anywhere between 18 to 20 feet. The space is 15 to 18. The hardiness zone is 30. And it matures in the fall. So you can see the leaves are coming out. I'm gonna step back so you can see how it looks. Here's another apple tree for $39. Full sun tree, apple red delicious. It grows anywhere for 14 to 30 feet. Space 15, the hardiness zone is a negative 20. Here's a sweet cherry bean, full sun tree. This is how it looks when it matures. It get anywhere from 14 to 30 feet. The hardiness zone is 30. The space is 15 and matures in the summer. This is how it looks. I don't know if you could see the buds on here getting ready to explode. All the trees that I mentioned right now is for $39.98. These are a raspberry bush for $14.98. It's in a 1 gallon container. So let's read how to take care of it. Matures in the summer. Space size is 4 to 6. The cold zone is 30. This is how it looks. So it's 6 to 8 feet. And it's deer resistant and delicious to eat. Throatless blackberry black saint. And it's in this 1 gallon container.